let's end on a food note, because I don't know about you, but I could do with dinner.
I'm starving.
So it's the history of the humble sandwich. It dates back to the 1700s. Apparently, it was a matter of necessity that the sandwich was invented. A gambler didn't want to put his cards down, but he wanted to eat, so he got them to sandwich his food together.
Yeah, I guess the cards here, the food on the other hand. Well, here in South Africa, of course, the sandwich is a staple for many South Africans and a cheap food alternative. While World Sandwich Day is on the 3rd of November, one Cape Town non-profit is celebrating it all through this month. And here's why. Tanya Nefdt has the story.
A loaf of bread is considered a staple food item in many homes. But in South Africa, this is not the case for a large portion of the population. NPO Ladles of Love has now launched a sandwich drive as just one way of helping feed undernourished communities. They're challenging Cape Townians to make a whopping 50,000 sandwiches in just 8 hours.
We started the sandwich drive last year in lockdown, when COVID began, and firstly the response from the public to help us with sandwiches was phenomenal, and then when we were sending them out into the community, the response from them was even more phenomenal. How important a simple sandwich, especially for the children and anyone who's just, it's a meal for them. They've probably eaten the day before.
While this is a fun way of raising funds and food for those in need, the stark reality, according to a recent survey by research company Ipsos, is that nearly half of South African households go hungry due to the devastating financial effects of the pandemic.
Moving into Khayelitsha, Langa, Delft, Mitchell's Plain, all these areas, Kraaifontein, Atlantis, we've been to all of them, and it's all the same picture. Just people living in poverty, living in really not ways that we should be living, to be honest. Our plan with these sandwiches, they're going to go back to our warehouse. From there, we've got 45 of our soup kitchens that we support and hand them out to the people that come to their soup kitchens.
The resounding turnout is a good indication that South Africans are eager to help one another.
I don't come from much, and I believe in giving back to the community, and I'm able. I have the time. This country needs everybody to step in.
The vision behind what they are doing really captured me, because there are some kids that you know that at the end of the day, they don't have something to put in their stomachs.
It's a humble sandwich made up of 2 slices of bread. A simple sami can often be taken for granted, but for others, it could be the only meal of the day. The contributions made by everyone here today can certainly make a difference in someone else's life. Tanya Nefdt, Cape Town.